watching Into Wine TV, and today we're at Incanto restaurant in San Francisco, and we'll be tasting two Italian whites, the Umani Ronchi Verdicchio, both the Exclamation and the Casal de Serra.
Well, we have two wines made out of the same grape variety, made by the same producer. The difference, the second one, it's a single vineyard one, which normally would indicate maybe slightly higher quality. I found, and I mentioned it to Rob, that the second one is not really a very generous and very giving type of wine. It's very subdued. I'm not really getting much flavor on the nose. The palate is a little more giving. The first one definitely offers a little more generosity as far as the flavor profile. So that was my kind of first impression on these two wines.
I think we're the complete opposite because I really like the second one. This is got lovely elegance and subtlety. The second one does. But the Exclamation one, although I love the packaging, I think it's a beautiful package and really eye-catching and but on the nose I find it really off-putting, sort of almost.
Well, I think it comes also from the fact that you're more of an elegant and classy person. I'm more of a kind of a brutish type of a character. So I think that we tend to kind of gravitate
let's get
those
the boxing
kind of.
gloves out.
Yeah, that's why we gravitate those kind of wines.
They're two totally different styles. I mean, I think the oak really comes through on the Casal de Serra. For the Chardonnay drinkers that are out there that are looking for a slightly lighter style of Chardonnay, I think this might be appealing to them because you have a lighter style of wine. It's almost like a Sauvignon Blanc with a little bit of a balanced oak treatment on it.
My only objection to the second one is it's 14% alcohol, which to me is a little bit high, but it does round it out and give it some. The price I think is right on. It's $19 a bottle. That's perfect for this wine.
It is a little volatile. You're right. It's a little volatile on the palate.
I can't see myself drinking the first one, but I could see myself drinking the second one despite the alcohol.
I'm the opposite. I actually like the first one a little bit better than the second. I like the Exclamation. It's just more subtle to me and something I could drink regularly without the sort of, 14% alcohol just kind of pops for me. It's a little much.
It does, yeah.
Well, I sort of say, what the exclamation.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, bring up for I guess maybe for an Italian wine, 14% alcohol can be perceived as a high alcohol, but here in California, 14% would be on the lower end of things. I don't know what that means other than.
I think that means
we like lower alcohol wine.
I normally don't bring up the alcohol level as long as it's well integrated into wine. I don't have a problem with wines with high alcohol level as long as the body of the wine supports it. And I think in this case, I detected the little volatility in the wine. It was a little sharp.
I think it doesn't really matter what the alcohol is, but it does matter enormously in other senses. Martini House, you're with Martini House, which is in Napa Valley. Most people have to drive quite a long way after having dinner there. And the difference between drinking a 12% alcohol wine and a 14% alcohol wine, if you had the whole bottle, is equivalent to having 2 extra vodka tonics. So
Seriously?
It does make a difference, yeah.
Seriously?
Vodka tonic's only 40% alcohol.
That's good to know. Maybe
That's good to know.
I'll have 2 less after that bottle of wine.
Yeah, so that's why I think restaurants should. What I'm trying to encourage all restaurants to do is to put the alcohol levels on the wine list, because right now the way I choose a wine in a restaurant is I'll select 3 wines in my price point, and I'll say to the waiter, please bring me the one that's got the least alcohol and it has to be below 14%. And that's how I choose wine today.
Really, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's very
Thanks for the idea. I'll
pass it off.
I'll pass it off as my own thing.
We should stick to it.
You could be the first.
That's great advice there. So we have a couple different contrasting wines from Umani Ronchi, both Verdicchio, and here is the Exclamation and the Casal de Serra. Maybe you can try them side by side. It kind of makes for a nice comparison. We hope you'll give these a try and enjoy all of our wines featured here on IntoWineTV. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.